Self-awareness is key and it's needed in order for you to work on yourself in any area of your life. This is something that is extremely important, especially in today's world. This is something that I have been working on for basically my whole life. And it's something that I'm going to have to continuously work on for the rest of my life. Why? Because I'm not going to be the same person 6 months from now. I'm continuously working on myself. I'm continuously growing, and we all should. It's extremely important for us to gain self-awareness and continue on working on it. In this video, I'm going to explain what self-awareness is, what is the importance of it, why it's especially important today, and I'm going to give you tips on what you can do to gain self-awareness. Tap in, y'all. So what is self-awareness? Self-awareness is the ability to know and understand what your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are. For example, someone who is self-aware knows how they think, why they think the way they think, and what causes them to think that way. They also know how they feel, why they feel the way they feel, and what causes them to feel that way. This person also knows how they act, why they act the way they act, and what causes them to act that way. Self-awareness is extremely important for personal growth. That is because you're able to determine what your strengths and weaknesses are. Knowing what your weaknesses are will help you to figure out what it is that you need to work on. Where can you improve? Knowing what your strengths are will help you to figure out what you're actually great at and what you love doing. This could give you a pathway in which direction you want to take in life. Being aware of yourself also helps with communication skills and relationships. The reason why I say that is because just knowing who you are and your personality, you can, almost instantly figure out who you should kind of keep your distance from and who you will get along great with. This helps with communication skills by just knowing how you feel about certain topics can help you to think ahead and prevent certain situations from escalating. For example, you are a person who cannot stand talking about politics and you know that you get upset. And then someone brings it up. You can think ahead and either decline the conversation or try to steer the conversation in another direction. What if you have to do a seminar or some type of public speaking at the last minute and you don't have enough time to rehearse or do any research? Well, you're going to want to talk about something that you have a lot of knowledge in, so you have more to talk about. But what if you're not self-aware and you don't know what you're good at or what you have a lot of knowledge in? Knowing your behaviors is great because you'll know what your great characteristics are and your bad characteristics. This is good because you'll know exactly what you need to work on, and at times it can help you to control your bad characteristics when it's needed. For instance, say that you have a business gathering coming up and there's gonna be drinks there, but you know that when you drink, you act a fool. The good thing is that you're aware of this behavior, and of course you're going to make sure that you don't drink too much or you don't drink at all. It's also good to be aware of your values, your core beliefs, and what's important in life. This will help you to better be able to make decisions in life and to know the difference between your needs and your wants. One of the reasons why I say it's extremely important today is because, social media and the music industry. The music industry tends to glamorize a certain lifestyle that's unhealthy for our people. They glamorize the drug lifestyle, the fast living, you have to have fast cash, and just dealing with multiple people. And I feel like a lot of people in our younger generation are easily influenced now, and they look up to these people. As far as social media, sometimes social media can make it seem like, just everything is perfect. A lot of people compare themselves to people on social media and on TV. They just feel like these people are perfect, don't have any issues. Their life is just perfect. And we're human beings, and human beings are not meant to be perfect. So that makes people always being just unsatisfied with themselves. Being self-aware is just knowing who you are as a person. If you don't really know who you are, then it's easier to just imitate the next person or do what we feel is in style at the moment. One of the most beautiful things in life to me is the fact that we're all different. We're similar in so many ways, but we're different. And if you don't really know who you truly are, then you won't know like how you stand out or what makes you unique. And you'll probably just try to like adopt a personality from someone. There's so much going on in this world today, and everything is moving so fast. I mean, as far as AI, the high prices and the cost of living is going up. As far as like the health issues, and a lot of people are spending more time indoors now. There's just so much going on, and it's happening so fast. And it's really important for you to know more about yourself, because you're better able to maneuver around what's going on and through life. You'll be better able to make wiser decisions and be able to think ahead. Not only do you need to be self-aware, but you also need to be aware of the world and what's going on around you. Knowing yourself is very important in the business field or just working with other people. If you know what you're great at and where you lack, then you know what position or role to play and where you'll need help at. For instance, if you're a person who is great at math, you're great at clerical stuff, but you lack creativity, then you're going to want to work with someone who is very creative. Not only that, but you know what qualities you bring to the table. And teamwork makes the dream work. There are also a lot of people who are going through a lot right now, mentally and emotionally. And it's like, if you don't know yourself, how do you move on? How do you move past that? How do you make decisions and figure out what to do? People who practice self-awareness, they think about like, okay, if they have a new feeling or a new thought that comes to their head, they think about like, why are they thinking this way? Why are they feeling this way? And that's how they're better able to come up with a solution. Okay, so how do you practice self-awareness? The first thing is to just give yourself time away from your phone and TV. These things are a huge distraction in our lives. And I think it's good to just sit in silence for a little bit. Just maybe like a half an hour a day. You can either learn how to meditate or you can just sit in silence. This is the perfect opportunity for you to really sit there and just think to yourself. Think about what thoughts are popping into your head and why you are thinking this. You can ask yourself questions like, what am I feeling right now? Why am I feeling this way? How was my day? What can I work on? Or how can I make today better? You can just ask yourself questions, and that's the best way to figure out who you are as a person and why you are this way. But not only that, but just sitting in silence sometimes, certain answers would just come to you. You could be sitting here for days thinking of a solution to a certain problem, and you just give yourself time to sit there and just think and just be in silence with yourself, and the answer would just come to you. Another way to work on being self-aware is to just ask the people around you, people who you trust. You can ask them questions like, describe me as a person, or what do you feel like I need to work on? You'll be surprised. Some people might tell you things that you didn't even know existed. Another thing that you can do is just journal. I know it sounds corny, but if you just journal every night, take a few minutes out your day to journal every night, you can write down certain thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. You can also write about like, how was your day and if you enjoyed anything, if anything stood out. You can look for certain patterns to figure out, am I a certain type of way every day or throughout the day? In the morning time, am I cranky? You can figure out more about yourself by just journaling. Okay, so what I've been doing lately is just trying different things out, different hobbies, to try to figure out what I actually enjoy doing and what I'm good at. Learning different things and just trying different things out can, bring out your creative side. And not only that, but you just might find like a gift that you never even knew you had. Okay, so the last thing that I have for y'all is to just really sit there and think about like how you are to other people. Just pay attention to how you treat people. Do you treat different people a different way, different towards your family than you are to a stranger, which most people are, but that is the way that you can determine where your heart is and how you are as a person towards others and how other people may perceive you. But make sure that you are real with yourself. You don't want to tell yourself, I'm this type of person, if you're really not. Or you don't want to sit there and tell yourself, I don't think this way, if you really do. Because then you'll just be cheating yourself. You won't really be working on yourself or figuring out who you truly are as a person. But these are the reasons why self-awareness is important and why we should still continue to practice this on a daily basis. Thank y'all for your time. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I know y'all see it right there. Hit that subscribe button. All right. Bye.